So looking at this OFB mixtape, that they've dropped, would you say that OFB they're gonna go down as greats in the scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
and to I think let me add and to what extent? So, because I was thinking about it, I was thinking when you look at other groups that have come through in the scene, no one's been quite able to take it to the level that they have.
Both individually and as group.
Yeah. So I was thinking of Section, for example, and obviously they were on the verge of being created. They dropped that tune with Chris Brown. They had the Drake co-sign. Like Drake, man, even came out at their show, and then obviously they had their legal issues, which basically just destroyed. And now they've basically disbanded, innit? But with OFB, they're literally, for them it seems like they're going from strength to strength, and they're literally just doing an absolute mad thing in terms of as a UK group. So like, do you think they'll literally we'll look back at this time period in, let's say, 10 years and be like, these man actually ran things?
I think it'd be silly of us to say that they haven't been running ish.
Would you say to the same level that, so let's say, for example, so Section Boys back in, what year was Section Boys running their thing? Like 15, 16. Then you could say Harlem 2015 to 17 as well.
Yeah.
What are we saying that OFB then are like, they're doing it to that extent now, or?
Yeah, I'd even almost argue bigger.
Oh yeah, potentially, yeah.
The one thing I just want to say is those groups that you mentioned at their time were like slightly the only groups.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right now, as great as OFB are, in fact, I think it's stupid for us to say they're not the greatest group in the UK or whatever. I don't necessarily think they're the hardest group in the UK.
No, I hear you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. I've definitely said they're one of the most successful.
Yeah.
But they're not the best.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say they're the best as well, but in terms of their thing, they 100% have to go down as greats.
So what would you say that to other groups that they've done differently?
I think they just took it serious.
Fair.
I think everyone, because think from time that Heads and Young RV or whatever rapping, cool, Heady, RV.
Would you say that it's them and the reason that they obviously the younger members, they've done what they've done, but would you say that it was really Heady and RV?
No, it's nothing to do with the youngers. The youngers did their thing for their thing. Heady one was killing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he set the foundation?
He set the foundation.
Yeah.
RV set his own foundation as well still. And then they've still got Abra, who was killing it.
Yeah.
Kush was still there doing whatever, but he's come back cool now. But then now you've got the youngers as well, innit? Like these man individually and on the group thing, they all like at some point now have started to take it very seriously. And
quite a few, and like people are starting to clock onto that as well. Like 98s.
Yeah.
They saw what happened, what OFB did, and were like, all right, cool, let's do that.
Let's kick it, innit? No, 100%, G. 100, because not being funny, Section weren't taking it seriously.
Fair, yeah, I get you.
They were making music, they were doing their thing, but they weren't serious.
Yeah, like when I say serious, man, means
not like Heady One has one record signing Desi to one record. Serious.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you get what I'm saying? Nice. OFB have set up their thing where even if man cut out the thing, even if man, cool, you're gone now, there's still legacy.
Yeah.
And that's why for me they have to go down as a great thing, because this is like, I remember you talked about it one time, the O Block comparison.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In terms of taking it to that level, I think these guys have done it in a new way to Section. So.
Yeah, fair. But on the other hand, would you say that it was kind of difficult for Section? Because obviously Section, they clearly had some bad eggs in their camp after what happened, didn't it?
Bad,
So like,
bad eggs, bad publicity, bad everything, man.
What, like, just a quick detour, the importance of a team, make sure you can trust the people you're working with, bro. Yeah, I see why Section, like, obviously you can learn from other people's mistakes. I see why Section wanted to fight for their name, because at the time that brand was insane. But obviously when you take 2 years out fighting for your name and then you come back with a new name, it just doesn't
help you.
Yeah, basically.
It doesn't help you. And as sad as it is to say, it is a thing of the name should have been copyrighted in the beginning and this and that, and these things should have been done. And that's the saddest part, innit? And that's the part where you have to not question, but you have to make the point of how serious was it?
Yeah, I get you.
Because as whatever as it was, if it was that serious, that should have been put in place. And that's what OFB have showed, man.
But I feel like they've been able to learn from groups like that.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I'd say before the Afro Swing, like we said, before the Afro Swing thing, I'm not going to lie, there weren't, like, I could say a lot of people, they weren't really taking their things. Well, it seemed serious, but it wasn't so I'd say Nines wasn't as serious back then as it is now, if that makes sense.
No, he like, of course, man, like, they're making money for other stuff, whatever, and like, it's not that serious to them. But also, the man that are gonna kick down the doors, trailblaze, are always gonna get shat on.
Yeah, I get, 1,000%.
Like that's pretty much always the case, innit? And not being funny, Section,
They kick
Harlem, all them type of groups there,
They
these
kick-
man kick down the doors.
Door.
Yeah,
And
they
yes.
kick down the doors.
Like, you can see it in bare different, like, fam, look at Young Fume, bro.
Yeah, kick down the doors.
But, like, he's kind of getting his flowers now. But, like, he's been getting, like,
He's not slept on, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, he's nowhere near where he should be.
in terms of flowers, for sure, and in terms of whatever, yeah, of course. And who'd you blame?
I don't think he can really blame anyone.
You can't.
Yeah, it's just one of them. Was like, he was doing that sound way before his time.
Like, literally,
Like,
you can't.
Kimbo was on the Afro Swing thing way before his time, innit? So,
Timbo has been
Kimbo.
literally doing Afro swing since like what, 13, 14?
Yeah.
Like, long. But again, he could come back and drop a track today, and man will say, "Nah, this was the guy that started everything." Even Hassa said that.
Yeah.
But the 7 years that he hasn't got his flowers for didn't help. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I do think that one's a bit interesting still.
The originators do get.
You normally do have to go through a little something. Now, I'm not being funny. How long have Heady and RV been spitting for?
Have been what?
How long have Heady and
Oh
RV
yeah,
been
long time.
How long has Gets going number 2 last week been spitting
that's
for?
true.
Like, there's certain man that are just going to have to kick the door down.
Yeah.
And
you
then
got to take that.
from there,
Run so others can walk in it.
yeah, literally. Well, yeah, literally. So it's one of those. So from there, you're gonna say, nah, all right, cool. Now I walked. Man are running. Am I gonna run or am I gonna watch them run?
Yeah.
And it's that time, innit? And unfortunately, Section are watching man run, innit? But big up them every single time, because
Oh yeah.
they, I think, are probably the most iconic group that we've seen. They changed music. Gee, they changed.
That's a discussion for another day. But
G,
like,
they changed. G.
let's just like to put it in a one-liner. Yeah.
G.
Some of the sounds you're hearing today,
G.
they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for
Man like Swift and certain man like
Swift, Sleeks, even DP, Inch.
DP, G. There's G. They changed music. Jumpman, G. There's certain, they changed music.
Yeah.
Worldwide scale, they changed music.
So yeah, fam. Like, but to go back to OFB, yeah. So, do you think in the future, regarding, like, what do you think they need to do to essentially cement their legacy? Do you think they need to have? Do you think one of them needs to have that project, or they all need to have that project, or because obviously, so this is the thing. So when you're in a group like that, obviously, so because the way I see it, it's kind of like, do people necessarily consider? I think Heady's gone so clear. Like, do people even think OFB when they see Heady? Because that's why I started clocking with people like Lowski and Blanco. You don't actually think Harlem when you see them anymore.
Yeah.
You just think Lowski, Blanco. Do you think they'll ignore the original question? I've just got a new one now. Do you think they'll as artists they'll outgrow their name?
And I think that's their choice.
Okay, fair
I think that's their choice. Me personally, I don't see how you can outgrow a name if you're also, for example, every year giving us an OFB festival.
Oh wait, they're doing an OFB festival?
No, but I'm giving you an example. If there was an OFB whatever, OFB showcase every year or whatever, and man has seen all these man and they're running the showcase or whatever it is, then how the heck can OFB not go down as greats?
Yeah, I get you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is I think, however they want to pattern OFB now,
Yeah.
however they want to brand themselves, because I'm not being funny, you're from Farm Block. Man, know historically what Farm Block are.
Yeah.
And you've made it to here, having a statue here, doing
Yeah.
this, and you guys are big.
Yeah.
So it's now, how do you want to brand yourself?
Yeah. Do
How
you
do you
still
wanna do
want to
this?
be known that, obviously, because there gets to a point where it's like, you can obviously respect your roots, but do you want to keep the Farm Block affiliation type thing? So, like, because obviously there are bear man, like, even if you look at the US, there's bear man over there that are blown, and they still know their roots, but they're not still doing the, like, shouting. Well, some of them are, yeah, obviously. Let me not generalize for people get on my back, but, like, yeah.
No, I know exactly what you mean, man. It has to be a calculated decision, man. End of the day, this thing's a business.
Yeah.
End of the day, this thing is a business. End of the day, most of these people do this thing for money, innit? So, if you want it, do it properly. Execute it properly. OFB can go down as the greatest if they want to. Like, if they want to. Gee, their roster's silly. Silly. You think of people and you think, rah, I forgot about my man. But I forgot about my man. But I forgot about Ispot. But I forgot about...
Yeah.
Their roster's silly, man.
Fair.
But yeah, it's just about how you're going to move as one.
Well, fair. I get you. Would you say they're the blueprint for future groups, maybe?
Nah. I think if you want to look at a blueprint, look at 98s more than these youths.
Fair.
I think these men aren't blueprint. They just killed it.
Yeah.
And that's why individually they've all been able to do a mad thing.
Yeah.
Gee, I think RV can be as big as can be as big as Abra's there, Bando's there, L's there, Desi there.
Yeah.
These guys can all be as big as each other.
Do you-
Low-key can be as big as these guys.
So you think 98s are more collective?
Collective.
Okay, I get you.
And the way that they've blueprinted that in terms of even with their star players, whoever, and everyone else, and how they fit in, just killed it.
Do you think... Actually, no. That answers yes, but... I was going to say, do you think 98s are more commercially approachable? If that makes any sense.
I don't know if either of them are more commercially approachable than the other because of just the lives that they are supposed to have led or whatever.
Yeah.
But
'cause I was thinking 98s, when I see their thing, it's like they run the thing that it's a family type thing, and like I don't want to. It sounds like a violation when I say it like that. Not the family thing or the next thing I thought in my head.
say it.
It's like
No talks, no porks.
I'm trying to find the word. What's the word where when they rap, it seems like it's not real, it's just for fun. That's why I'm not trying to violate, but like
Almost like role playing.
yeah, basically that's what I can. That sounds so mad, bro. Oh no, that sounds so bad. But like, you get what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There have been a few V9 tracks I've heard where like it just seems like role playing, bro. Because that's not to violate. Because deep it, he's got the whole. He runs the whole Deadpool persona, innit?
Yeah.
Like that's. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Gee, I don't know either, but I know exactly what you mean, innit? It's not the first I've even heard this. Like, I know quite a few people that say that about even my man, innit?
Like,
But,
obviously they're on what they're on, yeah. But at the same time, in the music, it might not seem like they're on what they're on. They're just rapping.
This is it. They've managed to do the fun thing.
Yeah.
They've managed to, because I'm not being funny. There's people that listen to the tunes every Thursday that they drop, and there's people that have been listening to people before they were called 98s, innit? So them man know what all the 98s are.
Yeah.
But the way that they've marketed themselves since the 98s thing, super friendly, bro.
Yeah, literally.
They marketed themselves like high school kids.
Yeah. And that's where I think OFB might not be able to do. Simply because their big intro was
Real life.
no better.
Gee.
And then you got SJ that goes for like 20 whatever.
And then you got Mark Duggan's son. And then you've got so and so spin this coupe. Like, gee, the way that all the robbery getting this and that back in the day, like these man, the way they've come through, they just came through on their ones. Like they literally it was like, oh right, now I'm here type thing, innit? The rest of these man, 98s and that, they kind of orchestrated there.
Yeah, like a few of them came through individually.
Yeah.
But they did merge. It's like the people that came through individually almost took a backseat. I said KO seems like he's taking a backseat so that everyone can come through.
Do their thing. Exactly. That's how I feel, and that's the person I'm thinking of when I think of this example. Whereas OFB, I think they all kind of came through it. The youngers were doing their thing. Hedy was still doing his thing. Harvey was doing his thing. Abra had just come back out and he's like, it kind of just came together for OFB, and it was like, nah, but it's OFB, isn't it? But nah,
I get you fully, like 100%.
I both of them, OFB, 98s, all these groups, big up, man.
100%.
I think now is their time.
Yeah, like there's a big space for groups in the UK at the moment.
Big space.
So hopefully we get some more people capitalising on that.
Yeah. Word.